Welcome to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Inter Miami 2 taking on Crown Legacy FC in the Eastern Conference. James Had not here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Inter Miami looking for its second win in 3 matches, and Crown Legacy hoping that they can make it 4 straight wins and stay atop the Eastern Conference table. For Crown Legacy, a side that has pretty much led the Eastern Conference this entire year, and for Inter Miami, a team that struggled, they are trying to put together some good performances. A 5-3-2 for Rodrigo Vargas, and in this 11 today, only one player has scored a goal. That's 80 Mateo Saha. Diego Rey will play up with him. And available for selection today, only 2 players that have scored goals for Inter Miami. That they are happy that it is their top 2 goal scorers. Mateo Saha second with his 5 goals. Ido Zelter Zubida at the top with 7 goals scored. Now we think about the other side in Crown Legacy for Coach Kevin Sawchek. A 4-3-3. He sends out Hugo Mbong, double-digit goal scorer after 2 last time out versus Huntsville. He's sitting on 11 goals this season. Magic Smalls and Adrian Mendoza will play to his left and to his right. Andre Sabotic also a goal scorer recently for Crown Legacy. This lineup is full of talent, and Inter Miami will have their hands full in the middle with William Tango Kiza and Daniel Longo as well for this Crown Legacy side. So Crown Legacy, the top goal-scoring team in the entire league with 50 goals. Inter Miami has given up the most goals in the entire league with 47. And so for the Herons, hoping that things do not go, of course, as they have gone throughout this year. They lost in their initial meeting with Crown Legacy 3-0 earlier this season. Rodolfo Oloco, who got off to such a great start, ended up signing with the first team, scored a goal in that match. Then Fasha Barikimas, who was picked up a big knock down in Mexico, playing with the U20s at the CONCACAF Championships, also scoring in that earlier match. And Nathan Richmond, who is unavailable for selection tonight after scoring, or rather after making his first team debut in Leagues Cup recently for Crown Legacy. So it is a bit of a different group, but the Crown have some players back from injury. They are in the black, and the Herons are in the pink. There is the whistle, and we begin from Fort Lauderdale. Inter Miami 2 taking on Crown Legacy. The teams at the bookend of the standings. Wickham has to clear that away. Or rather, an almost immediate opportunity for Crown Legacy, as the goalkeeper Matthias Marin had to get that away from pressure. So Magic Smalls is preparing to take this free kick. Smalls slides it down the right side, sent in all the way across, and now cleared away. Another foul and another free kick coming for Crown Legacy. So you see here this ball slid down the line, or slid into the area rather, by Adrian Mendoza. And as it worked its way around, another foul was given. Inside of 2 minutes, the second free kick for Crown Legacy. As mentioned, top goal scoring team in the entire league. And their 43 points has them atop the Eastern Conference table. Ball shot, and this is over the crossbar. An ambitious effort. But now Inter Miami will have a goal kick. So Marin, who already has had to swat a ball away from goal. Now Tyler Hall will pass off to the right side. As Crown Legacy will put Miami under some pressure and win the ball back quickly. Dump forward, a little touch on to Mbong, one of the top goal scorers in the league. Now Smalls. Cut off. Nowhere for him to go. But again, the counter press working in favor of Crown Legacy. Longo can't work it forward. And after a big tackle, the Herons will have possession. One thing that Inter Miami is very good at is possessing the ball. They connect passes very well, and although they have struggled in the goal scoring department this season, that's not because of lack of talent or quality. They found themselves on the wrong end of multiple matches, going down early. Marin launches this ball, controlled by DePaula. Garcia. Acevedo. And now White. Slid down the line. Trying to control it is Wyatt Holt, but he gives up possession. Corner now for Inter Miami. Inter Miami scored first in their only win of the season versus Toronto 2 matches ago. Ball's played short. Now cross is launched in, headed away. Second phase. DePaula. Continuing in possession. DePaula, a little flip over the top. Not a bad idea. As it does roll out. But again, good idea from Mateo DePaula. And top of the table, bottom of the table, it does not matter. The cliche is that's why you have to play the game. And Bong, a great touch, locates Mendoza. Now Adrian Mendoza slides off to the left. Smalls still with it. His shot takes a deflection, will garner its way towards the end line. Now Inter Miami trying to break out, but nowhere to go. Not enough contact there for anything more than a throw-in. Crown Legacy won their last 2 matches on the road. They took down Red Bull 3-0 and one last time out 3-1 versus Huntsville. Hugo and Bong scoring in both of those matches as he looks to make it 3 straight. 3 goals in 2 matches for Mbong. Inter Miami, when they have some time and space, they're very comfortable. It's when they are pressed a bit where they tend to make a mistake. Wickham fires this away. Marin outside of his box tracks it down. Now Morrison. Rondell White. And the foul is committed. So a 3rd free kick inside of 10 minutes for Crown Legacy. Daniel Longo won't play it quickly. Adrian Mendoza will follow the directions of our referee, Russell Miller. Both Mendoza and Smalls getting some directions from the sideline, as there will be 2 men in the wall for Inter Miami. Now one will shrug off. Mendoza whips this ball in. Not a true clearance, but enough done initially. Mendoza can't pick the pocket of the young Heron. And now Wickham into Gavin Smith. Mentioned Crown Legacy, top of the Eastern Conference table. 43 points on the year up to this point through 20 matches, this being their 21st. They have 11 wins. That is the most in the East. And as we are in the month of August, being in the pole position is the place to be. Crown Legacy, obviously winners of the Eastern Conference in the regular season back in their first year in the league in 2023. Kevin Sawchek was on that staff. And for Coach Sawchek, he's been with the team since its inception, had multiple roles. One point in time, he was handling practice plans and then leading certain groups in practice. And so he has a full understanding, a true pulse on what is necessary to be successful, not in this league, but with this team. And his team has played very well all season long, but you have to have good players. And we've seen players elevate already. Rodolfo Aloco, one to mention from his fast start. Emmanuel Chegbu, who has gone on loan to play in the Croatian First League. We mentioned Dimfash Berikimas, one of the top goal scorers on this team. Nathan Richmond, the former Clemson Tiger. He got an opportunity with the first team. So when you have players of that caliber, it makes sense why they're one of the top teams in the league, but they also have to execute, and that then comes from coaching. And Bong, good touch to keep possession. Ushers it along to Magic Smalls. Smalls. Now Gavin Smith. Numbers in the area for Crown Legacy. The cross is deflected high into the air. Smalls measuring it. Possession still with Crown Legacy. 11th minute of action. No score between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy. And after this ball was given away, the foul was committed by William Sango-Kiza. Another great story for Sango-Kiza and his return to play. Injured himself 2 seasons ago. A gruesome ACL injury. Took him a whole year to rehab. And then suffered another injury. But he is now back and healthy. And that's an excellent sight for the Crown. Booted deep by Marin. Tracking it down is Ashton Camden. And Camden, after firing it off of an opponent, earns his team a throw-in. Wickham lets this fly. Uncontrollable on the left side by Mbong. Now this ball will come all the way to Gavin Smith. His long ball taken care of, but look at Adrian Mendoza come out of nowhere. Could not connect at the top of the 18 with a teammate. This portion of the match is presented by Royal Caribbean, the official vacation partner of Inter Miami 2. Moving towards the 15th minute of action. Inter Miami, team at the bottom of the Eastern Conference table, taking on the team at the top of the East in Crown Legacy. Just the 8 points on the year for Inter Miami. Have 5 total goal scorers. 2 available for selection tonight. 1 on the pitch right now in Mateo Saha. Can they find a goal against the team at the top of the East? There's a foul on Daniel Longo. And now a free kick coming for Miami. And these free kicks, these set piece opportunities, the best bet for Miami. Does not look like at this point in time they will commit too many numbers forward. Ushered along. The back heel not there for Diego Rey. Ball does venture out, so a throw in coming for Crown Legacy. Quickly back in. With the pressure, the outlet is the goalkeeper, Jaheim Wickham. Longo. Back to Johnson. Although Crown Legacy is the team at the top of the Eastern Conference, they have not been as crisp at home, or excuse me, on the road as they have been at home. Just 1 loss at home for Crown Legacy this season to 7 wins. On the road, they have just the 4 wins, but they do have a result in 8 of 10 matches on the road. And it's very difficult, especially in this league, to find results away from home. Now this ball, Marin has to get to it. And Bong was lurking. And this match has been played on Crown Legacy's terms, as you would expect, despite being the road team. But the longer it wears on, and anytime that Inter Miami has some possession, then they can be dangerous because of the quality that's on the pitch. Tyler Hall on the ball now, a homegrown. Now Lester Garcia sends the ball away after being under some pressure. Good control. Now nice touch by Magic Smalls. Along to Mendoza, has his eyes up. Smalls works his way into the area, but the foul's going to come just outside the 18. On the crest of the 18-yard box. Crown Legacy will have this free kick. You see initial contact made right there before the step was in the box. It's a good decision from Russell Miller, our referee. But now a shootable distance for Magic Smalls, who took aim on the other side from a further distance. Have to believe he's going for it here. Two options, a right-footed option and a left-footed option. Mendoza, the left-footed, so he could whip this ball in as well. It's Smalls who doesn't beat the wall. Crown Legacy doesn't even get a corner out of it. It's just a throw. Ball comes back in quickly. th minute, no score between Crown Legacy and Inter Miami. Crown Legacy has had 4 free kicks. They have been the more dangerous side. And now this ball over the top is controlled. Mendoza had Gavin Smith on the underlap, but couldn't connect with him. Mendoza switches the point of attack. Camden. Smith. Nowhere to go, so decides to play back. Now, ball's given away. So Ray. There's a foul on Mendoza. Matias Acevedo plays it quickly. The ball works its way around. Because of the technical ability of Inter Miami, they can strike at a moment's notice. Morrison. And now Garcia. Around to Derman. Now the ball comes in. Whips all the way through. The shot off the post. First chance for Inter Miami, and they almost take advantage of it. Matias Acevedo cuts onto his right and almost sneaks it past Wickham and inside that near post. There was your moment's notice right there. And that'll be a warning for Crown Legacy. This portion of the match is brought to you by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of Inter Miami. Baptist Health welcomes you to experience the warmer side of care. Smalls cannot sneak through 2 defenders as we move towards the 23rd minute of action. Smalls wins the ball back. The 1-2 is there. Back heel. Now a shot on goal is headed away. Gavin Smith retakes possession. Everyone in the attacking half for Crown Legacy. Numbers around the 18. Smalls trying to keep possession, but he is taken off the ball. No counter for Inter Miami, just possession and the opportunity to build. Garcia quickly through. Nice little turn. Acevedo still with it. And did just a little bit too much there. Had the slip ball available to Diego Rey, but just could not connect that final pass. And Inter Miami now has grown into this game. It was all Crown Legacy through the first, really, 19 minutes of the match. That's the first time there was a shot that really maybe troubled either side. Was the shot from Matias Acevedo that hit the post. Johnson into Camden. Back to Andrew Johnson, another young player for Crown Legacy. Big switch to Gavin Smith. Now the talisman, Hugo Mbong. Good passage of play here for Crown Legacy as Magic Smalls gets a touch. 25th minute. No score still between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy in this Eastern Conference matchup. Run is made. Mbong with the corralling of the possession. And Marin just toying with Mbong a bit before scooping and sending it the other way. Last match for Inter Miami was a 1-0 loss to Chattanooga. Alex Krell scoring the game-winning goal for CFC. But there have been tight matches for Inter Miami recently. And so there is some promise, some light at the end of the tunnel, despite having just the 8 points on the year. Obviously, the first team littered with talent. Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, the recent signing of Casemiro, Rodrigo De Paul. And that didn't look too good for Ashton Camden, who is down. Looked like his leg got stuck under him. Inter Miami now attacking. This ball is played out for an Inter Miami corner, the second one of the day. And now Russell Miller will halt play to check on Camden. Ashton Camden is down and holding at his knee. So he's trying to check its stability. He is back up, and that is beautiful that he's able to kind of walk. You'll see here off the slide just kind of a rickety look to the leg. Did not look stable as he went down, but now he's able to kind of run. He's jogging it off, and that's a fantastic sign for Camden that he can continue. 28th minute. This corner for Inter Miami, put it high into the air and out of play. There's a collision there. Adrian Mendoza also collides. Andre Subotic is the man that went down. But the foul was going to go on Mendoza. Garcia, loose touch, can't believe it. And now throw-in coming for Crown Legacy in the attacking half. Sango Kiza, Gavin Smith, now Mendoza. His touch is errant, and it will be a throw-in for Miami. And Coach Sawchak having a discussion with the referee, Russell Miller. Miller didn't like how Sawchak kind of threw the ball away. This is kept in, and now with the switch, Miami can play a bit. Throw in now for Inter Miami. As we will have a hydration break in this first half. No score between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy through 30 minutes of action. It's been Crown Legacy that has been the more active side in possession. But Inter Miami has had a couple of shots that maybe troubled Jaheim Wickham. Here's the upcoming schedule for tomorrow. A big slate of games. Red Bull and and Columbus Crew 2. Two teams near the top of the East. Houston Dynamo taking on Real Monarchs, battling for a playoff spot. Atlanta and Chattanooga. And Chattanooga FC, the talk not only of the Eastern Conference but of the league. Richard Dixon, their head coach, recently earning full status as the head coach. And so they're going to be ready to go. Coach Dixon, a former player on Chattanooga FC. I've loved talking with him throughout the year just about the maturation, not only of this team, but of himself as the leader overall. And so this is going to be a very fun weekend as we are nearing the end of the regular season. Decision day in the month of September, and then the playoffs will get going. And so for teams like Chattanooga, who would hoping to make their second straight appearance in the playoffs, team like Carolina Core, who's under new leadership themselves, trying to work their way into the Eastern Conference conversation. A team like Huntsville, who at one point in time was a top 4 team in the East, but has now struggled recently and will be fighting for a playoff spot. All those matchups available on onefootball.com and MLSnextpro.com on tomorrow. Inter Miami will have possession as we restart things in the 33rd minute. No score between Crown Legacy and Inter Miami. Herons in possession, and the third corner coming for the home side. Outswinging ball. It's not a bad one. Not completely dealt with. Still free. And then Wickham scoops it up. Another great chance for Inter Miami. How many heads did this hit off of before Wickham was able to get his mitts on it? And really last-ditch defending as well by William Sango-Kiza just to throw off that final header. So while Crown Legacy has had the lion's share of the possession, you could argue that Inter Miami has had the better chances through 34 minutes and change. Andre Subotic, great ball over the top to Magic Smalls. Smalls, early ball in. It's cleared away. Andrew Johnson back into Smalls. Ashton Camden rather has joined the attack. Camden was the target. Sango-Kiza can't dig it out. Good control here from Sloan Morrison. So now a chance for Miami to play with the ball. We have 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Inter Miami looking for just their second win of the season, but would be their second win in 3 matches. Morrison, smooth little touch, but his second one took him out of possession. Sango-Kiza does dig this one out. Longo behind towards Magic Smalls. Marin takes a touch, and with the speedy Smalls racing down in front of him, he just plays it out. Now Gavin Smith. Wyatt Holt, 1 goal on the season. Member of the academy. This Crown Legacy side, obviously a member of the Charlotte FC franchise. 4 years, the first academy class that started with Charlotte FC at its inception, graduating. And so the depth for this Crown Legacy side has been much better than in years past. There's a foul on Crown Legacy, so a free kick coming for Inter Miami. And Bong can't hold this up completely, but now this will run through towards Mendoza. And good defending by White just to ensure that Mendoza could not get to that. Acevedo not on the same page. Subotic. Nice little tap into Mbong. Hugo Mbong assessing his options. Magic Smalls takes a tumble just at the top of the D. Now Ashton Camden Returns to Andrew Johnson. 39th minute. Crown Legacy searching for that opening goal. This portion of the match is brought to you by Lowe's, the official home improvement partner of Inter Miami. Sengo Kiza towards Mbong. This ball pops out wide. Real chance here. Now off the deflection. Late stages of the first half, and Inter Miami also looking for an opening goal. But it would be against the run of play. Acevedo. Back to Garcia. And Miami not going to be in any hurry. They want to play the match on their terms. Ball boomerangs around to the right. This is White. Garcia and around to the homegrown Tyler Hall. Gavin Smith is fouled. And the attack fizzles out for Inter Miami. This portion of the match is brought to you by Home Depot, the home improvement sponsor of Inter Miami. '41st minute, winding down half number one between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy. A 35-point difference between these two sides. But nothing has separated them through 41 minutes. Inter Miami, once it's gotten to the final third, has put real pressure on Jaheim Wickham and Crown Legacy. The same cannot be said for Crown Legacy and Matthias Marin outside of the first couple of moments, which Marin had to push the ball away. Longo. And Bong tries to return the favor. Now Longo, nice little slip ball, and Bong is contacted, and that will be another free kick. So Hugo Mbong, leading goal scorer for Crown Legacy, always finds himself in good positions. He is chopped down, needing an extra moment to get to his feet, and he is back up. And now a free kick late in the first half for the Crown. Adrian Mendoza and Magic Smalls both stand behind it, as now Mendoza will trail off. And now a yellow card is given to the bench in the direction of Kevin Sawchak of Crown Legacy. 2 men in the wall for Inter Miami. Magic Smalls dumps this in. It's knotted away. Camden back into the area, and it's headed along and in. The second phase, the most difficult to defend, and Crown Legacy takes the lead on the road. Inter Miami 0, Crown Legacy 1. On this initial ball, it is cleared away. The Herons do well, but then on the second ball, it is Subotic who scores. Now he has 2 goals on the season and has goals in the past 2 matches. Just a gorgeous ball played back in after the initial clearance. And there were 3 men around it. And Crown Legacy has the breakthrough. Five free kicks in the first half. And they find a goal on their final one. As we're in the 45th minute now. And Inter Miami has conceded their 48th goal of the year, which is a league leader in a category you do not want to lead the league in. Now this giveaway from Marin, controlled by Mendoza, trying to turn on Lester Garcia, and another free kick is given. And so there was a little bit of extra activity. And now another shove. Andrew Johnson mixing it up. And now still pushing and shoving as Russell Miller has to get a hold of this. You see here from Adrian Mendoza, he's brought down and then kind of flips his arm around after that. So then Andrew Johnson comes in, Russell Miller getting a hold of the situation. Yellow card's given to Lester Garcia. Yellow card is also given to Mateus Acevedo for their hand in the proceedings. And so this, end of the first half, riling up a bit. Free kick for Crown Legacy after scoring their first goal of the game back in the 44th minute off a free kick opportunity. Whistle. Ball is lifted high into the air and then knotted out. This should be a Crown Legacy corner. Fourth official announced a minimum of 3 minutes of added time before all of the pushing and shoving. So we'll see if there will be any more added on to this half. Magic Smalls taking his time to get to the corner flag. Now, after all the pushing and shoving at the end of the foul, more pushing and shoving in preparation for this corner. Magic Smalls does the honors, and there's a collision, and now another shove. Daniel Longo putting his hands on an opponent. Mateus Acevedo has to be careful. He already is on a yellow card. And so he does not respond, does not retaliate. We've played our minimum of 3. We'll see how much is left in this half. There's a shove in the back by Andrew Johnson. He has to be careful as well. And offside is actually given. And so before the shove, the offside flag had come up. So Jaheim Wickham steps up. Now a minute past our minimum of 3. And there is the halftime whistle. So it's Crown Legacy that finds a goal at the end of the first half. After one half of play, it is Inter Miami 0, Crown Legacy 1 in Fort Lauderdale. Coming up in our halftime show, more from the MLS All-Star Game, plus scores and August schedules and first half highlights when we come back. Welcome back to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Inter Miami 0, Crown Legacy 1. We head back to Charlotte for a close look at the MLS Next Pro All-Star Game and Skills Challenge. And a look at Chattanooga FC's promoted head coach, Richard Dixon.
What's going on, guys? Moises Linares here in Charlotte, North Carolina for the big MLS All-Star Game. And as you can see behind me, anticipation's already building. But before we can even talk about the big game, how about we take a look at some of the best moments during MLS All-Star Week, including the MLS Next All-Star Game, which features some of MLS Next Pro's brightest stars. Charlotte kicked off with the MLS Next All-Star Game, where we got a glimpse of the game's future stars who faced off at Mecklenburg County Sportsplex. A 7-goal thriller that saw Team East take care of business versus Team West with a 6-1 victory. Less than 20 hours after scoring for Crew 2, Columbus Crew's Jamil Danjaji hopped on a flight to Charlotte and found the back of the net again.
Towards goal and through! Jamil Danjaji makes it 2-0 in the blink of an eye.
Nashville SC and Huntsville City forward Liam Stribling also found the back of the net for the East.
Nashville, man, Stribling's got some space here. Stribling puts it through! How good is that?
And Crown Legacy's Daniel Brown would complete the scoring for Team East.
A good punch out. Fila. Oh, distance! Fizzer is through. Brown, the hometown product.
The West would pull one back, but ultimately it wasn't enough to overcome the East.
This is a celebration of all their hard work. So many of these guys not only had great individual seasons, they performed well for their team, but what we're starting to see, which is also so cool, is when we talk about pathway, is these players not only do well for their academy team, but most of them have already started to feature for Next Pro, which is that not only the next step for them in their own development, but it continues that aspiration to get to the highest level.
Obviously, it's a wonderful event. Such a privilege to be chosen for this. It takes years and years of training and experience for any player to get caught up into this. So congratulations to everybody that's got caught into this and everybody's family to experience the welcome of being able to participate in this event.
I mean, it's a learning experience. I'm just happy to be here. I'm gonna keep going, keep training, and keep my head down and be grounded.
Before the game, we also caught up with president of MLS Next Pro, Ali Curtis, who talked about the evolution of the pathway MLS has created.
We've got a great collection of players here today. It's a great evening. It's a great event that we're fortunately able to be supported by our partner in Allstate, and we've got a great number of talented players here. So it's a great addition and a great player development moment.
It's just crazy to see how far the league has come. And it's just a beautiful thing, right? Now we have 30 teams, so many more stadiums, new stadiums being built. The academy wasn't around in 2009. Now we have a full-blown academy, and to see the talent that we have here tonight is just spectacular. And so it just tells me that we're all moving in the right direction. We're continuing to move this game forward in this country with the World Cup. Everyone's excited. And now we just have to continue to help encourage and support these kids.
Here at Bank of America Stadium, MLS All-Stars lead Liga MX 3-1 after 45 minutes. A great performance in the first half. And speaking of great performances, some of MLS Next Pro's very best goalkeepers and field players took part in the skills challenge. That includes goalie wars and also the crossbar challenge.
I'm trying to get that assist in. Oh, he's cooking me alive. Those low ones killed me.
Hey, we got the Tuesday morning saw the MLS Next Pro players take on actor Danny Ramirez in goalie wars. The Hollywood star even banged this golazo.
Bonus ball! You got the ball!
Later, MLS Next Pro goalkeeper Will Mackey and defending champion Pedro Cruz kicked things off, going head-to-head.
Okay, here we go for two. Can he score? Oh, he does! Pedro Cruz with a clutch effort.
Houston Dynamo's Pedro Cruz would emerge victorious, moving on to the semifinals, where he faced Mexican national team in Pachuca's goalie Carlos Moreno.
Carlos Moreno to win it. Can he do it? Moreno! Oh! Get up! Get up! Get up! Take it! Take it! Take it! Oh! Pedro Cruz!
Scores, he wins.
Oh, that's it. That's it. He's done it. Pedro Cruz advances.
Cruz took care of business against Moreno, advancing to the final where he squared off versus World Cup goalkeeper Maxime Crepeau.
Let's go. Come on, Pedro. Let's go. Big one. Game on. Gotta stop him. And Maxime Crepeau is the winner of the All-Star Goalie Wars.
Cruz would come up just short of defending his crown, but would win the admiration of Orlando's Crepeau, who was impressed with what he saw.
It's fun. I talked to him right away. I was like, honestly, if you kept the balls a little bit lower and on the surface, you had me, because he was so powerful that you don't have the chance to get there almost at this distance.
Estoy muy contento. El otro arquero es muy bueno, una persona muy buena. Pude conocer él poquito. Él habló que hoy está yendo bien. Una persona buena y muy bueno. Dividir la cancha con él.
Goalkeepers weren't the only ones in action. The crossbar challenge saw North Texas SC Erunis face off against former MLS Next Pro star Xavier Gozo, taking on some big names like Evander and Javier Ruiz from Club Necaxa.
Representing MLS Next Pro. We see the young superstars emerge from Major League Soccer. North Texas is a great pipeline for FC Dallas.
Let's go, Nice. You're almost there.
There it is. Oh, there it is! For MLS Next Pro. What a story this could be.
Gozo would also make it to the final, but would come up just short versus Ruiz, who would go on to win the competition. An experience that has left a positive mark on both players.
So this would be fun to have in your backyard, So I think it was just fun kick around and really enjoyed it.
3 days of MLS All-Star action culminated here at Bank of America Stadium with MLS All-Star 4-3 win against Liga MX, a game that saw a handful of MLS Next Pro alumni make their All-Star debut, a major milestone for the league. Signing off from the Queen City, Moises Linares.
Had a meeting with Rich, and I let him know that he was going to be our choice moving forward. So,
thank you guys. First of all, thank you for your commitment to the club, your commitment to each other, and your commitment to just excellence. Right? Because that's what we're aiming for, is excellence.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's something that I've been looking forward to ever since I retired. Always
conversation on him becoming the interim.
Good session. Look after yourselves. Better together.
Now it's time for our halftime highlights. It was Inter Miami and Crown Legacy. Magic falls for Crown Legacy. Goes over the crossbar. Inter Miami had a chance here. This ball came all the way through to Matias Acevedo. He got onto his right foot. Just didn't tuck it in past Jaheim Wickham. His first half could look much different. Similarly, another chance, another shot on goal coming. As this header found its way all the way to Jaheim Wickham. And he had to scoop it up before the opportunity came for his side. Clearance was there. Ashton Camden controls and finds his teammate Andre Sabodic for the goal. And Sabodic's second goal in as many matches. Crown Legacy is in front by a goal at the half. We'll take one more break and be back for our second half between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Yeah. Boys hear sentiment. Flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions. Trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
The unique energy of a Sunday night. Ideal for calm music, whispers, stargazing, reflection, and a relaxed environment. Sunday nights were made for this.
Almost ready for the second half between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy. James Hadnot here with you in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for this Eastern Conference matchup. Mateo Haha stands over this ball. Russell Miller takes a look at the watch. There's the whistle. And we begin half number 2 between Inter Miami and Crown Legacy. Inter Miami down by a goal to Crown Legacy after one half of play. Magic Smalls gets a touch to that, and Matthias Marin has to be careful as it rolls right to him. 2 substitutions made for Inter Miami at the break. Mateo De Paula and Lester Garcia both come off, and Joseph Converse and Alejandro Flores both come on for the Herons. Rondell Smith, a touch, and it goes out. And so a throw-in coming for Crown Legacy. Goal scorer Andre Subotic after a beautiful delivery from Ashton Camden on the second phase of a free kick. Right now, Hugo Mbong goes back to Camden, connects with Magic Smalls, and then Magic Smalls is dispossessed. Almost given back to a waiting Mbong, but Acevedo is there to control. These two teams on very different wavelengths coming into today. Crown Legacy top of the Eastern Conference table with 43 points, 11 wins on the year. Inter Miami with just 1 win this season. Kane versus Toronto 2 matches ago, 2-1. Fell last time out 1-0. There's a foul. Yeah, rather not given as a foul. It looked like Ashton Camden was fouled, but Russell Miller says play on. Sengo Kiza can't keep possession. Crown Legacy on a 3-match winning streak. They've scored 3 goals in each of their last 3 matches. They scored 3 goals the last time they played Inter Miami, blanking them 3-0. Magic Smalls releases, good control, and he is on his way into the 18. This is hit! Adrian Mendoza off the volley. Could not keep it on frame, but Magic Smalls twirls in possession, and then trying to hit it sweetly was Adrian Mendoza. Got clean contact, but just could not put it on target. Acevedo. Now Dermott. Possession still with Miami. As Acevedo now picking up different positions. Ray leaves it out wide. This ball's swung in with a low cross and then cleared away. Now a player has gone down for Crown Legacy. Looks like Ashton Camden. He had the assist on the goal. Crown Legacy was preparing to make a sub, and it was going to be for Camden, so we'll see if Camden continues or if the sub is made here 5 minutes into the second half. You see Camden kind of walking gingerly and then just goes down. He also had the injury in the first half where he was holding at his knee. And so it looks like Ashton Camden's day is going to be done. Micah Thomas will come in for him. 5 minutes into half number 2. So we just hope for a stability of the knee of Ashton Camden. Hopefully this is just him coming out due to fatigue. Dearman quickly into play. Back to Dearman. Being shrugged off the ball. Micah Thomas, his first action. Throw in for Inter Miami. Deep in the attacking third. Ball comes in. Flores back to Dearman. Dumped over the top. Headed away. Magic Smalls trying to clear and does. We saw flashes from Inter Miami in the first half when they could be dangerous. The shot on goal from Matias Acevedo that hit the post, as well as the header that Jaheim Wickham had to come up with. Crown Legacy took advantage of 1 of 5 of their free kicks in the first half. Now Magic Smalls is in possession. Connects with Mbong. Now this ball sent centrally. Long effort. Wickham will watch it fly over and out of play. Mentioned the differences in position for Crown Legacy and Inter Miami. Former head coach Federico Higuain of Inter Miami, who helped lead them to the playoffs a couple of years ago, now doing the same for Columbus Crew 2. Magic Smalls along to Thomas, quickly into the area, and Bong controls, but his shot is deflected. And that's great defending in the end. As Mbong controls this, lets it run across his body. And it looked like it was Sloan Morrison who just did enough to get in front of that shot and throw off this shot from Mbong. That'll be a foul on Diego Ray. Just not strong enough to work his way around Andrew Johnson. And then Acevedo has to be careful. And you can see Russell Miller telling him that you have to be smart. I'm not going to book you here, but anything like that again, and you're done. Matias Acevedo already on a yellow card from an exchange in the first half between him and Andrew Johnson. And so those two have a little history already from this match. Subotic into Adrian Mendoza. Gavin Smith on the overlap. Does not get it. Crown Legacy will keep possession, leading by a goal. Subotic had the goal in the first half in the 44th minute. Nearing 10 minutes gone in this second half. Thomas can't send the ball over the top of Dearman. Smalls. Magic Smalls, the younger brother of Tiger Smalls, who plays on the first team. Great ball over the top. Longo controls, sends into the area, and Marin tall enough, long enough to latch on to that before it found Hugo Mbong at the back post. You can say that Crown Legacy has controlled this match. There have been a few moments for Inter Miami, but it's been pretty much all Crown Legacy, whether it be shots, free kicks. Crown Legacy does not have a corner. Inter Miami does have more corners than them at this point in time. But right now, Crown Legacy has the goal. That's the difference. 1-0. Crown Legacy, 51 goals this year. They lead the league. Think about their beginning with Rodolfo Oloco scoring 8 goals so quickly that he was signed to the first team and is a regular member now in the first team 11. Emmanuel Uchegbu, who's now on loan in Croatia, he also had a flurry of goals this year. And Fasha Berikimas, 7 goals. So when you have 3 or 4 guys that are scoring 6+ goals, your numbers are going to be elevated. Nathan Richmond, another 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 goal contributions for him. So this is a high-flying attack for Crown Legacy. They've only given up 28 goals this season through 19 matches, which is also a pretty good mark. So it's not just all attack. Thomas. Smalls scoops it back towards Thomas, who was making the run. Marin doesn't get a full 2 hands on this, but ends up with it. Rondell Smith trying to outrun Mbong. Works out wide to Morrison. You can tell Crown Legacy not wanting to open themselves up too much, but do still want to put pressure on Inter Miami. Coach Sawchek knowing the quality within the lineup, the technical ability, the passing for Inter Miami. Good defending there from Micah Thomas, and he will receive this pass from Subotic. Equally good defending, as now the corner will come for Crown Legacy. Player down for Inter Miami, needing some assistance, needing some stretching. As now Inter Miami will make 2 substitutions. Diego Rey will come out, and Jeremy Ortega will come on. And their leading goal scorer, Ido Zeltzer Zubida, preparing to come on as well. waiting to see who the change will be made for. And with the player down, maybe a different decision for Ricardo Vargas if he will switch his substitution. Now the player is up, walking off under his own power, but definitely walking off a little gingerly. So Matias Acevedo will come off for Celso Zubida. So that is a loss, but Acevedo is on a yellow card. Small sends this ball in. Headed along, down, off the crossbar and in. Willian Sango-Kiza rising above the rest. And Crown Legacy has two. Magic Smalls with a beautiful delivery. Willian Sango-Kiza right up for it. Marin realized too late he wasn't going to get to it. Tried to get back on his line, but Sango-Kiza with a perfect header. And that must feel amazing for Sango-Kiza after so much rehab, so much work just to get back on the field. And it's moments like that that mean the world. Moments like that that are so worth it. Now Crown Legacy comfortably ahead by 2 goals. Hour gone here in Fort Lauderdale. Inter Miami down by 2 now. On the first corner of the day for Crown Legacy, they score. Both of their goals have come off set pieces. One in the second phase of a set piece, Andre Subotic scoring in the first half, and as we just saw, Willian Sango-Kiza scoring a gorgeous header here in this second half. Does Miami have enough in the tank to find 2 goals? They've scored just 16 goals on the season. Ball comes out wide. Into Miami, a little slip ball through, and then it just slides wide. Mateo Saha was there. He almost tapped it home. And again, you can't shut off for a moment with this Inter Miami side. You might feel good about where you sit, but things could change in an instant. Quick ball across. Saha waits, but just could not get to it. This portion of the match is presented by Royal Caribbean, the official vacation partner of Inter Miami. Crown Legacy looking for 3 points on the road. It'll be their 5th win away from the Sportsplex in Matthews, North Carolina. They have a result in 8 of 10 matches away from home, but just the 4 wins. Marin. Inter Miami now under some duress. Possession loss. Adrian Mendoza took some contact, but he was the last to touch the ball. And now Crown Legacy really going for the kill. They found that second goal, so they're pressing up a little bit higher. They can find a third goal. This will be neat and tidy with the goal-scoring struggles of Inter Miami. Now, off the turn, this shot does take a deflection and will be a corner. Magic Smalls sends the ball into the area. There's a foul. Smalls shoved a bit from behind. Cannot nutmeg Dearman. Dearman holding at his leg a bit. This ball's taken away. Gavin Smith will let it roll out for a Crown Legacy throw. As Dearman heads this back towards goal. Smalls just trying to keep possession. And now Johnson completely away. Next up for Crown Legacy, it'll be Huntsville. Then they'll take on CT United. Coach Thomas of CT United just given the Coach of the Month award for the month of July. And then a date with Chattanooga and Orlando to round out the month of August for Crown Legacy as they search for a second regular season crown. Zeltzer Zubida out wide. Chance approaching this shot right at Wickham. Ido Zeltzer Zubida, leading goal scorer for Inter Miami. 7 goals on the year. Another shot on target. So now some substitutions will be made. Sebastian Ventura will come on for Andre Sabotic, the goal scorer, and Brian Romero will come on for Magic Smalls. Also, Inter Miami will make a change. Nicholas Almeida coming on. Almeida will play on the back line as Tyler Hall has come off. Long ball. And necessary intervention by Micah Thomas. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ergo Next Insurance. Simple because it matters. Corner play quickly. Micah Thomas almost in the box making contact, but it will be a goal kick. 70th minute of action. Second half goal for Crown Legacy doubles their lead. Andre Sabotic scoring in the first. William Sangokiza scoring in the second half. Crown Legacy cruising along. Inter Miami has had their fair share of chances, but they just have not been able to score. And it's been that type of season for Inter Miami, just the 16 goals all in the year. That is the lowest mark in the league. Their one win at home was versus Toronto, 2-1. Micah Thomas almost squeaks free with that possession. Big ball out wide. Great idea to open things up. Inter Miami on the prowl. But play comes to a halt. So Gibbon is offside. Gavin Smith is dispossessed. Sloan Morrison doing a good job defensively. And for stretches, when Inter Miami has had the ball, they have put real pressure on Crown Legacy. Good touches here by Ortella, but could not connect the final pass. Hugo Mbong has been quiet today. He did have his effort blocked away on his lone shot here in the second half. Right now, Rondell White needing some extra time to get to his feet. He's back up. Throw-in coming for Micah Thomas. And Crown Legacy. Ventura trying to control. Now Gavin Smith cannot beat out Ido Zelcer-Zubida for possession. Nearing the 75th minute of action. Micah Thomas misses out on the ball there. Ortella draws this back. And just a poor attempt from Alejandro Flores. Still with Inter Miami. another corner coming for the Herons. But you see just how quickly things can change. That was a great ball drawn back from Jeremy Ortella. And a better strike, and this could be 2-1. Corner played quickly. 75th minute still. Swerving and shooting. Alejandro Flores gives this side a chance for another corner. And this feels like the moment for Inter Miami if they want to get back into this match. Momentum a bit in their favor. Cross comes in off the corner. Bouncing, and Wickham gets a hand to it. One of those moments where the cross could turn into a shot. Wickham was privy the entire time. And that's the mark of a good goalkeeper. Hasn't seen a lot of action today, but stepped up when called upon. But the moment is rising now for Miami. Last touch by Adrian Mendoza. Let's take a look at this again. As this ball was flicked along, Wickham just gets a fingertip to it to parry it away from goal. So with that, we will take our hydration break. And it couldn't come at a worse time for Miami, who was finally getting a foothold in this second half, putting immense pressure on Crown Legacy. The ball from Ortella, right into the path of the shot from Alejandro Flores, but he just did not strike it clean. And then moments ago, Wickham being called upon to make a save on what looked to be a cross, but was bouncing and was about to whip into that far post. So right now, it is Crown Legacy who is holding on to a 2-goal lead, but has the 2 goals, one on either side of the halftime break. Andre Subotic with a goal, and Willie Nsango Kiza with a goal as well. Hugo Mbong picking up a yellow card for dissent moments ago, and it's just been a rough day at the office for him. Just haven't had a lot of service for the Talisman. And Mama said there'll be days like this. But he does a lot of hard work, whether it be in his hold-up play, defensively. He's done the rough things. And so hoping that he could benefit later on in this match. 78th minute. Inter Miami searching for a goal that would give them some life. Thomas almost turns it over. Ball is given away. Ortella has been great since coming on. Throw in coming for Miami. And a chance wasted for the home side. This portion of the match is brought to you by Lowe's, the official home improvement partner of Inter Miami. '79th minute. Crown Legacy in front, 2-0 on top of Inter Miami. Andre Subotic and Willie Nsango Kiza, the goal scorers. Good challenge there. This could be trouble for Inter Miami. Mbong doesn't take the shot. Another giveaway. Control. And rather than go forward this time, Sango Kiza will work back. Andrew Johnson quickly along to Wyatt Holt. Now smooth ball through. Ventura, almost an errant touch, and now Miami putting a little pressure on Crown Legacy, so the clearance is key. And it gives Crown Legacy a chance to reset. Excellent ball through. Racing onto it is Dearman. Numbers arriving for Miami. Cross comes in. The header is over. A little bit behind the intended target. But as the runners were arriving, exactly what you want to see. Near post, far post, and then somebody coming down the middle. And these instances show you that Inter Miami has the ability, but this season and this match, a microcosm of it, just haven't had the final product. Another giveaway, however. This ball's left. This shot, wide of the mark. You see out of Zelser Zubida, along with Alejandro Flores, in and around the 18. We mentioned earlier what was next up for Crown Legacy. Into Miami, things don't get easier for them as they'll take on Huntsville and then New England. New England a top side in the Eastern Conference, followed up by Chicago and Atlanta to end the month of August. Atlanta fighting for a playoff spot, so they will be ready. They take on Chattanooga FC tomorrow. Little touch into Ventura. Return ball. Now in Bong. As teammates joining Micah Thomas. Cross comes in towards Ventura, headed away. And now Zelser Zubida thought about going the other way, but he will come to a halt. Now Nash Dearman quickly forward. Alejandro Flores. Sloan Morrison. Miami looking for something, looking for some life. They have a good pep to their step now. Still time if they can find the goal quickly. Ball's dumped in and just off the head of Joseph Converse. So Shaheem Wickham going to take his time. Not going to be any rush now for Crown Legacy. Dearman just slips this ball through. Big save from Wickham. Another huge moment for Jaheim Wickham as he has kept a clean sheet. Flores looks sure to score. Now Flores. Underlap coming. Too heavy. And it's last off of Ido Zeltzer Zubida. Well, let's take a look at this again. Just a gorgeous ball slipped behind. And Wickham at that near post just made himself big. Cut off the angle. So now Adrian Mendoza will come off. Barzi Blama comes on. And then also coming off Gavin Smith for Carlos Gonzalez. So these late substitutions, fresh legs as Miami is starting to put real pressure on Crown Legacy. Maybe it's too little too late for the Herons, but they are not giving up. It'll be 4 wins in a row if this result stands for Crown Legacy. It'll snap their streak of 3 goals in each of those 3 wins if this result holds as it stands right now. Wickham with a whiff, but does enough. For Inter Miami, they started this season winless in 17 before getting a win versus Toronto. Morrison on the edge of the 18. Can't scurry through, but does earn possession back for a moment. Sengo Kiza, a bit of a bump, and that's enough to earn possession for Crown Legacy. And Bong makes the run behind, and just enough of a touch there. Made by Morrison. Ventura. Now Longo. Andrew Johnson and Micah Thomas. Does Crown Legacy look for a third to shut the door? Blama. Is fouled, and now a free kick for Crown Legacy as we move toward the 89th minute. So a free kick for Crown Legacy in the dying embers of this match. In front by 2 goals. Feeling very confident they will earn all 3 points on the road versus Inter Miami and sweep the Herons this season. Ball played towards Longo, dumps it towards the back post, and it's headed away. Back to Sengo Kiza, who has the second goal of the game. Longo, floating ball. It'll take a bounce past Marin, but it loses steam, and he'll be able to pick it up. So Marin goes long. Jaheim Wickham off his line, misses out on it, but does have coverage from Sengo Kiza, who punts this into the stands here in the 90th minute. Another throw in coming for Miami as we near added time. Ball comes in. Saha floating ball towards Wickham, and he has it easily. Fourth official announced a minimum of 5 minutes of added time in this second half. Crown Legacy cruising in front by 2 goals. Now this ball is flipped forward. A shove. Possession still with Crown Legacy. And now it goes out for an Inter Miami throw. Both halves looking very similar to each other. One-way traffic in regards to the attacking for Crown Legacy, but moments of opportunity for Inter Miami. Only difference between these two sides today is that Crown Legacy takes advantage of their chances, but they had more because of possession. Inter Miami, in their few opportunities, just could not find a goal. But Inter Miami might not be done just yet. Second minute of added time. Zeltzer Zubida on frame, and Wickham goes to ground. We mentioned that only 5 players have scored a goal for Inter Miami this year. Only 3 players have scored 2 or more. Mateo Saha started, did not receive a lot of service today. Ido Zeltzer Zubida came off the bench here in the second half. Now Flores out wide to Zeltzer Zubida. The shot headed high into the air. Zeltzer Zubida heads it along. Saha tries to keep it alive and does. And now this ball goes out behind for an Inter Miami corner. Corner's not taken quickly as we move into our 3rd minute of added time of our minimum of 5. Some of these moments have been nervy at times for Crown Legacy as they try to keep the clean sheet. Ball zipped in tight, close, still no shot, no power behind it, and that, again, a microcosm of things today for Miami. Those are the ones you have to have. The initial ball was excellent at the near post. And after that kind of scurried inside the 6-yard box, it was just waiting for somebody to tap it home for Miami. But they could not get the job done. Good ball over the top here as, again, Miami not saying die. Pulled back, but the shot does take a deflection. Alejandro Flores with the shot. And now we're in our 4th minute of added time. Another cross off the corner. Sloan Morrison tracks this down. Fires it back into the area, headed away. Zeltzer Zubida lets it fly, and it's out of play for a goal kick. Ortella. Now Converse as he turns it over. Longo does well to keep possession. Now Romero still with it. Along to Blama. Surrounded by 3. Barzy Blama keeps this in play at the end line. Less than 30 seconds remain as Blama can't keep possession. Romero almost boots that off of a Heron. Now a throw in. Micah Thomas puts the ball back into play. There's the final whistle. And Crown Legacy is victorious. The final here from Fort Lauderdale, Inter Miami 0, Crown Legacy 2. And Crown Legacy continues to sit atop the Eastern Conference table, now on 46 points. Now it's time for your man of the match presented by Adidas. And it's the first goal scorer of the day. Off this beautiful ball from Ashton Camden, Andre Subotic attacks it. The header right past Marin. And he is your man of the match, presented by Adidas. Crown Legacy, the winners on the day as they've come on the road. They have their 5th road win of the season. And again, stay atop the Eastern Conference table with 46 points. With my fantastic MLS Next Pro broadcast crew and OneFootball.com crew. My name is James Hadnot. You can watch MLS Next Pro all season long on OneFootball.com and MLSNextPro.com. Have a blessed evening.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.